do you know about the continuation of the life story of Gumball and his family from the city of Elmore after the last episode of the 6th season? Yes, it is well presented if you haven't heard about it yet. The future of the Amazing World of Gumball is rich in details and features wonderful new characters and a lot of wicked things happening in Elmore. And of course, Gumball and Darwin now have their children solve all kinds of problems because Gumball and Darwin are older now. The future of the Amazing World of Gumball. Once you know everything about this amazing story we just told you, Gumball's story begins exactly 11 years after the Inquisition episode, the last episode of the 6th season of Gumball. At the end of the show, everyone discovers that the inspector is none other than Rob, who somehow escaped from the void and was trying to turn all the students in Elmore into real people. But as you know, he was discovered and literally beaten by Clay, leaving him unconscious on the school floor until he fell into the void. And after this episode, life continued as usual in the town of Elmore, where the first scene of the new story shows that Penny and Gumball have gotten married and had their first child. Upon leaving the hospital and going home, the family discovered that Gumball had named his son Zack, which shocked everyone because Zack is Gumball's original name that he officially changed years ago. Everyone thought the baby looked exactly like Gumball because they really resembled each other, but Penny reveals that the similarity is mainly because Gumball painted the newborn's face with a non-toxic blue color for sensitive skin. At this point in the story, there are important details. Darwin and Carrie had discovered that they couldn't actually touch each other after their marriage because Carrie was a ghost and Darwin was alive. But Gumball was upset by the fact that Darwin couldn't touch Carrie, so he came up with a plan for Darwin to take the potion and become a ghost. Meanwhile, Gumball takes care of Darwin's body. The plan was for Gumball to sneak into Darwin's house to get the potion that Carrie had stored, but he was afraid to use it because every time magic is used, there is a price to pay. The problem is that Gumball took the wrong vial and gave it to Darwin, and when Darwin drank the contents of the vial, he thought it was the potion to turn into a ghost, which he realized too late was poison. By the time Gumball realized it, it was too late, and Darwin would not survive anymore. He spent 3 days in Alma Hospital, and after his death, his family was at the cemetery wearing black clothes, mourning Darwin's body, and everything was very sad. Until Carrie appeared and showed everyone that despite Darwin's death, he was naturally with her as a ghost because she gave him a potion that turned his soul into a ghost when he was dying, allowing his soul to appear and be seen by the family and everyone. Despite everyone's shock at seeing Darwin as a ghost, they have now gotten used to him being a ghost, especially Darwin himself has gotten used to it. Gumball and Darwin are partners in business, and they are always getting promoted at work and receiving salary increases which they split to support their families. And of course, shortly after, Darwin became a ghost, where he introduced his family to his first daughter, Little Sally, who looks exactly like him and is slightly younger than her cousin Zack, Gumball's son. And as they grow up, they become friends like Gumball and Darwin from the original Cartoon Network series. But Sally was the first of 8 children born to Darwin and Carrie, with a new child born to them almost every year. So in this new universe, which is more than 11 years from the original events, Zack, who is now the same age as Gumball at the beginning of the original series, they also have their youngest daughter Amy, who resembles Gumball more than Zack but has more resemblance to her mother Penny. As for Darwin, they have their first daughter, who is now 11 years old, and also Mary and Marnie, who are twins 10 years old. Winter, their fourth child, is 9 years old. Then came Fred, who is 7 years old, followed by Carrie Jr., another girl who is 6 years old, and Rose, who was the youngest and is now 3 years old. Darwin Jr. is simply a spitting image of Darwin. Honestly, I don't know how Darwin managed all these children.
But the most amazing thing about this series is that it takes Darwin and Gumball's children on new adventures at Elmore Seymour School. With a special focus on Zach and Sally, you can see that many of their classmates are actually the children of Gumball and Darwin's old classmates. We will talk about each one of them in a special video. Tina and Hector also got married and had a very nice son. Gumball's son Zach gets good grades, unlike Sally who gets the worst grades, but in the original series, Gumball was very dumb and Darwin, Sally's father, was average All this story about Gumball's amazing future is produced by a fan named iSleep, where the creator animated, edited the sound, and also made episodes in comic form. If he wasn't crazy about this cartoon, he wouldn't have made it. And if you liked a robot's special story, write to me in the comments, and we hope you enjoyed this story created by the fans of this cartoon.